Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis. In today's episode is the weekly waffle again for another week. It's where we talk about the biggest stories that have happened in wrestling over the course of a week. Obviously, we spoke about one of the big ones already this week in our kind of Money in the Bank review kind of thing, and that is obviously Gunther beating Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. So if you want to know our thoughts on that, watch that video. I don't know if we actually mentioned if who we think will beat him.
We
I can't.
didn't know.
We didn't.
I think
That's
you did. I think you did, but I don't think we did in like general. I think you like put it up in something in a different like separate conversation. I think we are talking
yeah.
about who Seth could cash in on, and then you said who think you'll beat Gunther, and then who cashes in on the winner.
I might have done. Yeah, actually, I think Sammy will beat Gunther. To be honest,
Yeah, that is what you said.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan moment all over
Hmm.
again. I do think it's Seth and Sammy at Mania. The thing is, I kind of hope Seth cashes in on the WWE title just because I think it might be a lot more interesting
Hmm.
and a bit more unpredictable as well. Because you can't have him keep cashing in on the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
You got to switch it up a bit. But speaking of WrestleMania 42, WWE officially announced that WrestleMania 42 will be in Las Vegas for the second year in a row on April 18th and 19th of next year, back at Allegiant Stadium. Um, I don't know what to think of it. I think it sucks, to be honest, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it takes away the originality in a sense. Do you
Uh,
get what I mean? In a sense of
yeah,
like it's
yeah,
not there's not going to be new. It will be new because obviously there's the new logo and everything they're using, and it probably will be a different stage. But if they'd announced it straight away, you'd been okay. This is weird, but you could understand it. It's the sense that they've given us this New Orleans stuff, and we've seen how cool the stages are in New Orleans with um, 30 and 34. 34s I thought was cool, even though it was a crap WrestleMania. I thought it was a cool stage.
yeah, it was.
So I thought you sort of, but it's just not going to feel as new as it could have been.
Yeah, I mean. To be fair, I think once the show arrives, anyway, I don't think I think it'll totally go out of my mind that it's in the same place as it was last year.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm kind of because I think it will have a different theme to it because by the looks of this logo and stuff, it's like black and white and all this kind of stuff.
yeah.
So
It's like a Sin City sort of vibe, but that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
colours. Yeah,
But I feel
just have
bad
to
for the
wait and
people who were gonna go if it was gonna be in New Orleans. To be
yeah,
honest,
definitely.
we'll wait till 43 is announced and it's in the UK, so then we'll go.
I ain't got that money then.
Don't think I will either, to be honest. Get
I
the
need to start saving now, and I might be able to get half of a ticket.
Mate, they'll be double in price by this time next year.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
4 grand to sit at the back.
yeah. But well, think about it. By the that time it gets to WrestleMania London, that's going to be 15.
Yeah, and they will bump up the prices for that
Yeah,
100% if it
well,
does
that'd be fun.
happen. It'll be so much fun.
That'll be fun.
But
Who
we'll
needs a
move.
house? Who needs a house?
And yeah, who needs a house when you can
Who
have a
needs a house?
two-night
Let's just
WrestleMania?
exactly. I think I'd be main eventing if I sold my house. I feel like I should be main event. No, I think I will be main event.
Yeah, we'll move on. There's not actually much to talk about. I mean,
You
there's
have missed a big WWE thing that got announced this week.
what did I miss?
The King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring brackets.
Oh yeah, I think we spoke about that in the review though, didn't we?
We spoke about that Sammy won, but we didn't actually speak about the
Oh,
whole.
damn, we didn't. I think
So
I think when it gets to the final four, I think that's when we'll get more in
yeah,
depth
no,
in it. I
that's fine.
think because I don't like this fatal four-way format. To be
No,
honest, I think it
no,
sucks. It's not really a King of the Ring, then, is it?
no. It's because you do. It's because they've not got enough time to do the
Yeah,
singles matches to the quarterfinals, then do the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the final in time.
yeah. That's why I understand, but that's not a King of the
Yeah,
Ring tournament. I saw
no,
someone say, "Oh, it should the whole tournament itself should be its own PLE."
that would be cool,
It would be cool.
like it used to be.
Yeah,
Was it the first one that was the whole? Was more? I think it was more than the first one.
maybe. I'd have to check. but I'm not sure on that.
It would be cool to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would. But obviously, no title matches. Would it bring in a crowd? It probably would anyway. But
Well, think about it. You'd have to cut the tournament down, and that's the only thing, because you couldn't have. Well, even if you did 8 King of the Ring, 8 Queen of the Ring, like 8 people in it in both tournaments, that's still what 14 matches.
yeah, exactly. It'd
So
probably, yeah.
it'd be drawn out a bit, but
How are you going to put that down to a six match card? I don't know. You know what I mean?
yeah.
In other news, speaking of someone who is in the King of the Ring tournament, Cody Rhodes. I haven't got the exact quote because I couldn't find it, but if I search it up, I probably will. On his podcast, on his new podcast that's on YouTube, um, he did an
What do
episode
you
of,
want to talk about?
yeah, what do you want to
Sorry, I was just
talk
saying the
about?
name.
I still need to watch it to be fair, but in his one with Damian Priest, I don't know. I can't find. Oh, here it is. Cody Rhodes on the Bullet Club. They weren't printing money. It wasn't a money-making enterprise. I joined and it started making money. I can't agree with that.
No,
Bullet Club was massive.
it doesn't seem. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I never, other than like since we became friends, I never properly looked into Japanese wrestling.
yeah,
When then I still knew who Bullet Club were.
yeah. Everyone knows who Bullet Club
Like,
is. AJ
yeah.
Styles, when he was leader, that was Bullet Club at its peak. I mean,
I
you
thought
had Kenny,
you were
you
about to say
had
that is
Kenny
Bullet
as
Club
well.
Gold, and I was like, whoa, where are we going here?
Well, technically, no, it was gold, but technically not. Uh, But yeah, when AJ was leader, Kenny was leader. If you went to an independent show or even obviously a New Japan show at that point, everyone was wearing Bullet Club shirts because Bullet Club was huge.
Yeah,
I love
yeah, it
Cody,
is.
but he's not right there.
No.
As a as that one Bryan Danielson quote that always comes back around every year, Cody Rhodes taught me how to lie. It gets me every time, and they use this same image from like a rampage, which is so funny every time. But yeah, there's three other things here about three people returning and debuting in WWE. The first one is Hikuleo. He's slated to appear on tomorrow night's SmackDown. Hikuleo signed with WWE on July 29th, 2024, but has been reportedly missing with an injury. I saw the other report saying that they thought he wasn't ready or something like that.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, no, go on.
I was gonna say I haven't watched my fair share of Hikuleo matches. I've watched a couple. He's all right,
Yeah,
but I think he'll maybe join forces with Jacob Fatu. Now we need someone with him,
yeah, maybe to be fair,
maybe, or maybe he just turns on Jacob and just goes with Solo and JC Mateo. JC Mateo, the greatest name in WWE history.
the greatest rebrand in WWE
Yeah.
history.
Speaking of renames as well, it's all coming back to me now. Blake Monroe is the new name for Mariah May.
I don't hate it.
It's all right.
It's not
Obviously,
Mariah May, but I don't
yeah.
hate it.
Ain't it a tribute to her niece?
I did see that, yeah,
And then obviously Monroe is obviously Marilyn Monroe.
which is fair.
Yeah, it's fair enough, yeah. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end
No,
of the world. It could have
I
been
think
worse.
I think if she wasn't called Mariah May before, everyone would be like, "That's a cool name."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But because she's Mariah May, it's sort of what's the word? Not dampened it. You know what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, I fully get. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. If her name before, yeah, I can't
If
explain it, but I know what you're trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah, like if the hype wasn't around her as Mariah May, if she was like just came into AEW as Blake Monroe and
Yeah.
kept that name all the way through, everyone would be fine with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like how Eli Drake went to LA Knight,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Yeah, and obviously Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints.
Hmm.
it's not a massive difference.
No,
But
it'll
for
be
the time
fine.
being, yeah, for the time being, I'm still going to call her Mariah May because that's what I'm used to.
No, no, none of this. None of this. You gave me shit for months because I kept calling Cope Edge. I finally was like, okay, I'll do this properly. I'll call him Cope. And then now all of a sudden Mariah May goes, oh, I'm going to call her Mariah May.
To be fair, I still call him Adam Copeland, so I'm not much.
Yeah, to be fair.
I'm not much worse.
But that's better than that's what his name was, to be fair.
Yeah, it's better than. We'll that's for another conversation.
Yeah.
But another plan for next week's episode of Raw is Goldberg is supposed to be coming back. If he is that fourth man in that fatal four way, I might cry.
Oh my god, I forgot. I didn't even think about
You
that.
didn't even think about that, did you?
No.
I pray to God it's Ilya. I really do.
Yeah, me too now. Oh
No,
no, please
and
God no.
and obviously because I'm quite biased, like why should Ilya should just win the whole thing,
I completely agree. I
know?
wouldn't call that bias, I'd call that facts.
Yeah, but
I I think give me give me Gunther Ilya at SummerSlam and
yeah,
I will fly to New York
on the main roster, yeah,
and I will go watch. I'll
I
fill one of
yeah.
those seats that are still empty, Triple H. If you're listening,
But yeah, I think it's obviously leading to Gunther versus Goldberg for Night of Champions or something.
yeah,
I mean, as a first defense, I mean, it's it is what it is. I mean, it's not bad.
it's a big payday. That's what it is.
It's a massive payday. I mean,
Which
for Gunther, it's going to be easy as hell. A 5 minute match. Can't
exactly,
complain at that.
exactly.
You can only do three moves. Goldberg, by the way.
He's not. He can only do two. He can't even do the jackhammer anymore.
Oh yeah, he can't even do the
He's not going to be able to
jackhammer.
pick up Gunther, is he? Especially now he's got a bit more chunk on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a little
He's
bit
getting to
chunkier.
he's getting to big boy Walter again.
Yeah, he's becoming Volta.
He is, he is. I miss that name.
Yeah, it's menacing, isn't it?
Yes.
You think what you're facing Walter tonight? Oh, who? I don't want to.
The thing is that there's parts of me that just wish he still had the old theme song.
uh it's it's on one of my games I play on my PlayStation 3, and I can't remember what game it is now off the top of my head. But when I go back and play, the song comes on and I stand up, do the pose, you know, in my room on my own. But
Man. But yeah, another return as well. That Brie Bella has been in talks with WWE to return to the ring. Obviously, Nikki Bella returned on Raw last Monday. I think she's supposed to be on it this Monday coming as well.
yeah,
Which I think we all know where it's going. I think it's leading to Brie and Nikki versus Liv and Raquel for the tag titles, probably at some.
I don't hate it.
I don't
It'll
hate it
be.
either.
Wouldn't it be Evolution? No, maybe.
Maybe Evolution, maybe, but I think they might do Liv and Nikki at Evolution.
Yeah, yeah. No, to be fair,
I saw something as well that Brie was angry about Liv using Nikki's ex-partner as an insult because obviously how much coverage that got.
yeah, yeah, true.
But
Yeah, but come on.
you need to.
I think it's just weird. Nikki Bella keeps deciding to return on the nights John Cena's there. So that's all I'm gonna say. She came back at the Rumble. John Cena was at the Rumble. She came back on Monday. John Cena was there on Monday. I think she's trying to win him back more than anything.
Maybe. But
And
yeah,
we'll see on Total Bellas.
yeah, we will. But to be fair, it is about time that the women's tag titles had something going for them.
Yeah. When was the last time they were defended?
When
Probably when
when
Becky
Liv
and
and yeah,
Becky
when yeah.
Liv and Raquel won them.
Yep. And that was on the Raw after Mania. It's the same as
Yeah.
Io being women's world champion. She hasn't
Yeah.
defended since Mania. How do you not have a storyline for the women's world
World
champion?
champion. Yeah.
It's
It's a weird
just,
one.
it's such a joke. But
Yeah.
oh well. We'll end off with some, well, I guess it's good news, and that is
What's
AEW. summer blockbuster before that. It does look like we're getting Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland versus the Young Bucks at All In.
Hmm. That
I
looked
can't.
mean last night.
Oh yeah, it did. Ospreay
Kick.
took the bullet for Swerve.
Yeah, that looked. Poor. I
Yeah,
I flinched. I was like, ooh.
yeah. But I think I hope that match has some kind of stipulation to it in a way,
Yeah, no, it would be cool if it
rather
does.
than just being
I
a
mean, it'd be
normal.
cool if it doesn't, but
Yeah, definitely. But I hope it has some kind of stipulation.
maybe everyone's got spikes. Well,
But
not got. No, don't they?
everyone's just got spikes on their feet.
Imagine the swerve stomp
No, no, no. I don't want
with
to
the
imagine that.
spikes.
No, 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 no. I don't want to imagine that. Not to me anyway. But yeah, the big talking point coming out of Dynamite was obviously the new AEW Unified Championship. Obviously, Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada are facing each other all in a winner take all, and obviously the winner is getting this new belt that should be on the screen now. Um, but yeah, I like the belt. A lot of people are comparing it to the um, AEW Women's Championship, the first one, which I can see where they're coming from,
Yeah, I can see that.
but I do like it. I do like it.
I I like the belt. I don't like how it's happening. I don't like they're getting rid of the Continental and the International
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make this title. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I fully agree because the Continental title lineage has two people,
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston and Kazuchika Okada.
And what does this mean for the Continental Classic?
That's what I was about to say. Does that still happen? I'm guessing it does.
Well, it's AEW's tournament, isn't it? Obviously, they've got the Owen Hart Cup, which is good, but
Yeah,
it's like, you know what I mean? It's their tournament for that title. I don't like it in a sense. I can't lie. I might be in the minority,
no, no, no.
but
I fully get where you're coming from.
but as I've said before, people will know how much I like the international title.
Oh, it's
So
such a good belt, isn't it?
it's so good.
It's such a good belt.
All of it's for the All Atlantic, which I know was no different, but that was cool. Even a cool name. I preferred the name All Atlantic.
Yeah, it was
And
different, wasn't it?
then they changed it to international, and that was I liked it. And then MGF, the American Championship, so cool.
Oh God.
What do you mean? Oh God, it was cool. It
He's
was
facing
cool.
he's facing Mystico at Grand Slam, isn't
Yeah,
he? That'll be
that'd be
cool.
good to be fair.
Yeah, that'll be cool. What else? What else on this belt? There was two things I was gonna say. Obviously, it
The
does
Yeah, the Carter, the Rainmaker, and
the one winged angel.
yeah,
Yeah, it does have um
on the side plates.
yeah on the side plates. Yeah, which I think's quite nice. This match also feels a lot bigger now, in my opinion, than it already was. It
Yeah,
was already massive.
that's the thing. For me, it was already huge. Like the winner takes the winner takes the other's belt is already cool, and so I like someone with two belts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but someone with two belts is just a bit. You feel a bit cooler. I don't know, but I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
yeah, definitely. I was gonna say one more thing as well, but I've the report. There was a report that came out just after Dynamite about the belt. Apparently, it's going to be used as like more of a upper mid card title.
Right.
So basically, AEW's secondary world title, pretty much,
Yeah. Well,
which I
that could
think's
be
all
good
right.
for TNT.
Yeah, because that's two less belts now.
Yeah.
Well,
And
one technically, but
yeah, and if they ever want to do a brand split, they could easily use that one as the
it's one of the
other brand.
belts.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
the other brand's title. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. We'll see how it
But
goes.
yeah, I mean,
I think the belt will grow on people as.
oh, come back to this video in a year when I'm like, oh, I love this belt. But yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
100% sold at the moment.
Ah, I understand. I understand. A lot of people weren't sold on the world heavyweight title at first, and now people love it. I loved it.
Hmm. I loved it, but someone loved it enough to buy it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't buy it.
Luke, are you there?
Yeah, I'm on there. I bought it. But
Luke?
yeah, that is it for the weekly waffle this week. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.